I am
So plenty of
surrounded by mu'minin and then connected to mu'minin, so I'm very happy. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. All of us remember this atmosphere, especially during these trips. It's really great, and we miss it very much.
May Allah bless you.
I have a question about the 3 days timeline.
Yes.
So, for example, people used to live in the same village or close to each other, and 3 days really looks like an ample amount of time. And they cross each other and they see each other in the mosque. And so 3 days is really plenty of time. But does it apply today? For example, people live in wide cities in which they see each other on the weekend, and then for another 2-3 weekends they don't see each other. And sometimes if disagreements or things happen, and then it happens gradually. So it's not like they abandon each other right away. Things cool down over a longer period of time, because anyways, intersection between people takes longer time. So how does the 3 days apply in the contemporary life that we live in now?
Yeah, very, very good question. It seems that this is for the people who meet each other on a daily basis. If on a daily basis you are normally meeting each other, talking to each other, then you don't speak. 1 day finishes. 2 day finishes, you don't talk. 3 day finishes, you don't talk. This is what the hadith is condemning. But if there is someone that, even when you are in good relation with each other, you speak only once a week, okay, because they are not close, then if your regular is to speak every week, if for 3 weeks you don't speak, for example, then there's a problem. So what is important is you should not stop meeting, interacting for a longer period that you normally talk, as a sign of, I'm not happy with you. So this is what they say for Salih Rahim, for example. Normally ulama marajas say, for example, that it's not fixed, because there are relatives that maybe you should meet every day. Yeah? For example, husband and wife. Every day, they should meet each other. But for example, your uncle, maybe every week, every month, it depends on how close they are, etc. So whatever according to common, orf is expected as showing that you are in touch with each other, you have the, connection. If it takes longer than that, then it's worrying. And then so this is the way. But I cannot say how many days, for example, but I can say something longer than normal. Yes.
So you call them, you text them, but they're not answering.
So you do your best. Did you try tea or coffee? Yes. Send them some gifts. Yes, people like gifts. Yes.
If it's between husband and wife.
Yes. Brother Mubarak, did you finish your question? Sorry, I check if
Yes, Shaykhana, Jazakumullah khair.
May Allah
Yes,
bless
thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes. We have a question from Sister Suad.
Shaykhna, if you can please
Repeat the question.
please.
Yes. Or if there is a mobile connection, so that they can hear her question. Alhamdulillah, here we are, mashallah, 27 Shia brothers and sisters, including Yusuf. Alhamdulillah. And now there are about maybe 15, yeah? With Yusuf? Yes. So we are 16, mashallah. Yes. Yes. So Sister Suad, instead of Muscat, connects from here. Bismillah.
So what about if it is between husband and wife? You
Yes.
live in the same house, but one has really annoy the other person,
Yes,
this is like the 100th time.
yes,
And no, I'm serious, because you know sometimes, and especially for us women, sometimes we really don't feel like talking to them because
Yes.
you know whatever excuse that's going to come, whatever answer they will give you, it's a repetition of what they have said before,
yes.
and you know it's going to happen again. So you're just avoiding conversation. Does that affect?
It cannot last more than 3 days.
But you say salam and all of that, but you just don't.
No,
don't
clear,
engage.
clear your heart.
Oh, Lord.
Because sometimes talking is worse than not talking. Yeah, you show in your talk that you are angry. So, I'm not saying definitely is worse, but it's really not helpful, you know, you talk like that. We need to overcome these issues. Because many times, for example, you wanted to say you are not happy with what he did or said. Okay, it's in a few hours you'd like that, but then doesn't let this continue because it makes it even more difficult, to connect afterwards. Yes, and these are all our challenges to become more and more spiritual. If you have good husband, good wife, then how can you be a spiritual? You cannot just pray and fast. The great part of spirituality is when you are challenged in your home, yeah, and then you overcome, you show love, and yes.
But these are problems we get most of the time.
Pardon?
These challenges are happening all the time because of inconsistency in communication between husband and wives.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
You know, men and women should learn that they can never be the same. Even if you are very close to your wife, the way men think, the way women think, or the way women think and men don't think. These are all. Sometimes they honestly don't think, in the way you think. So we should understand. We should not expect to be the same. Yes. We have also people online. Maybe we go to them and then come here. Brother Mahmoud, back to you.
Inshallah, anyone from the brothers or sisters joining online would like to ask a question, please feel free to unmute. Sheikhna doesn't seem to.
Okay, so we have a question here if there is no one online.
Yes, please.
Bismillah.
How much we can extend the meaning of faith, actually the instances of faith. For example, I live in a Christian or not Jewish but Christian society. Then I have a very good friend. I like him very much, and we have a good relation. These 3 days is actually include this relation or no? How, for example, he is a very good person and righteous,
Yeah.
and I try my level best to practice Islam.
So the question is, does this hadith apply also to believers who are from other religions? For example, there is a Christian friend of mine. We always meet, for example, in the workplace, etc. Then for 3 days we don't talk to each other. Is this hadith applicable? Maybe not literally, but maybe we can extend. Okay? So it needs ijtihad. But I think at least ihtiyat requires that we observe it with respect to other believers. Because anything that weakens the relation between the believers, even if they are from different religions or different schools of Islam, is to be avoided. So maybe the hadith cannot be said literally include, because it's talking about Muslims and believers, and what we understand according to al-ma'na zahiri would not apply to people from other faiths. But certainly it's not good that two believers in God don't talk to each other for 3 days. Okay? Like for example, backbiting. Many of our ulama say it's for mu'mineen. But I think you should avoid backbiting of other Muslims or non-Muslims, because if you are such a noble character that is, shaped by Islamic akhlaq, you don't backbite someone who is not a Muslim. Yeah, because this is what people who are incompetent do. Al-ghaybatu juhdul ajiz. Yeah, a noble person, generous noble person would not backbite someone who is absent. Yeah. So maybe from fatwa of Maraj, they don't say it's haram, but from ethical, spiritual perspective, we can say we should avoid that. Plus, when you make sometimes backbiting, sometimes not backbiting, then you make it more difficult for yourself to, be consistent. Any question? Any comment?
Shaykhna, there's a question on the chat, if I may.
Bismillah, Bismillah.
So, Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah.
The question is, my brother lives three hours far, and even my health condition was mentioned to him, but he did not contact me. I tried to call him, say salam, but no response. Also send him Eid wishes, but no reply. I guess maybe they're looking for your comments on this situation.
You try your part, and maybe sometimes people miss their messages, maybe there is some misunderstanding. You always, when it comes to your brothers in faith or sisters, you should allow 70 excuses for them before you judge them. Okay? 70 excuses before you judge them. So, inshallah, there is no bad reason for that. You try, you are not losing. Call them, invite them, send them some gifts, etc. Sometimes maybe you can ask someone to intermediate. It's possible.
Thank you, Shaykhna.
May Allah bless you.
Shaykhna, just a follow-up on the concept of backbiting and the relation between, mu'min and faith as well, because in the Quran, Allah gives a particular example which is a bit visual and sort of harsh by saying, أَيُحَبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَن يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا. It seems to be very strong when it comes to, maybe the mu'mineen, but
exactly.
Probably.
Very good point. Did you get the point? About ghaibah. Quran says, لا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا. Yes, please continue.
Yeah, just was going to see on this particular example, because it's very strong visually.
Yes.
What would be the degree of extension to maybe non-Muslims or even Muslims from different sects and so on the point you were discussing?
Yes. So believers are brothers. So when you backbite another believer, is like eating the flesh of dead brother. Okay? But if someone is not a dead brother, is a friend, do you want to eat the flesh of your dead friend? Or even someone is a stranger, do you want to eat the flesh of a stranger? So backbiting in itself is bad, is immoral. Yeah? Maybe Allah has, exempted us, from, punishment in some cases, but it doesn't mean that it is good or it is okay. Backbiting is like eating flesh of someone who is dead. And then with brothers become worse. Very good question. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheikh.
May Allah bless you.